Welcome back to another episode of Poddy Animals. I am your host, Theo. Across from me, as always, is Scoot. To my left is Denise, and across from Denise, filling in for Eli because he's on his other John 23.
You never do that.
You never go that way.
I know. I'm like...
I clicked it right over the red.
I know. I'm like waiting.
Denise,
I was like, wait a minute.
Shit.
I'm all like, Eli's not here. We got to go with Denise, and then Eli.
Never go that way.
We never.
Rick has been filled in 100 times, and you've never went that way.
Never.
Want to do a redo?
This is not a production error.
Do we got to do a redo?
No.
We're good. We're still going.
Let
them know. Exactly.
It's been a long fucking 4-week Scoot that I've seen you guys, so I forget shit too.
Motherfucker, it's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It goes in a row.
So I'm doing it, I'm thinking, am I fucking this up?
Yes.
And I was.
And take a breath.
What's going on, everybody? Long ass time. A month. I've seen Rick Halloween. He came over for Halloween. It was a nice night. Very beautiful outside. 60, 70 degrees. Starting to believe in this global warming. Anybody else? No?
I'm interested.
It's
I'm down.
crazy.
I'm down. Any way we can warm it up just a little more.
You know what's crazy is...
Fuck polar bears.
Jesus. They're running out of food, dude. They're becoming extinct. You
Right,
don't care.
it's not my fault. Right?
I
Pick
thought
them up and move them somewhere.
I thought we were going crazy the other night. We were coming from Terry and Brandy's, and he's driving, and we see the big orange moon, like huge in the sky, huge.
Wasn't a traffic cone? It was.
No, it was Trump's ass.
And then, and then it disappeared, and I'm like, if it weren't for him witnessing it too, I would have thought, did I imagine that?
Yeah, it was very.
like it was weird.
Like a Halloween moon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dark Halloween orange moon.
And the fact that it went away, I'm just like, well, what the heck?
This weather is insane, right?
Yeah.
Anybody else think this is fucked up? You starting to believe in global warming, Scoot?
No, I'm like,
Still not, no?
nah.
Dude, in November when we were kids, it's been a blizzard already. We'd have been digging ourselves
The winters are getting shorter.
You were just a kid. You just didn't know any better. That's all. Now you know better.
Maybe
there was snow.
Maybe it's a long cycle. You know, maybe we're going through something that has happened 100 years, 200.
So you're telling me that meteor that wiped out the dinosaurs is on its way back?
No, the one before
No,
that.
because we're due
Oh,
some fire, not meteor.
But there has been some record-breaking temperatures lately.
Yeah.
It's 71 in November. I mean, that's insane.
Are you complaining about it?
No, I'm not, but I mean, it's fucking Mother Nature's
Don't-
bipolar. Like
the
one
only
day,
thing that's gonna
53.
Bother me though, if it's gonna be like 70 in November, don't let it like keep going. Like now it's gonna be 42 in June. I don't want to do that.
Right.
Right.
Because either way, we're getting 9 months of winter. You're just gonna pick which 9 you get, I guess.
Well, I thought they were going to do away with the time change. Weren't they
this
talking
is
about just
terrible.
doing away with
They
it?
were.
Just leave it the way it was.
Congress
They
is
were.
supposed to vote on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
What the fuck?
It got put on hold again.
Dude, this getting home at fucking 5 and it's dark sucks.
What's the point of this?
I know. I was just going to say that.
It was for the farmers originally, is how it started.
Anymore. Everything's
It's
GMO.
fucking November.
So what? The farmers get up at 4 a.m? Is that what it is?
It was with the
They go to
farmers.
bed at 5 in the evening. The fuck are you farming?
No,
What
they
the fuck
needed
are you doing?
so many hours of daylight for their crops or whatever.
But
Yeah.
moving the
But the
clock
sun-
doesn't affect.
Oh,
Right,
my
the sun is still
God.
bright from the time it's bright until
Yeah,
the time it's not. The only thing you fucked up was our schedule.
Yeah.
And my time clock when
Well,
I punch in.
not all states do it. That's the crazy thing. So,
I don't understand it. I'm going to work, it's dark. I'm coming home, it's dark. What the fuck?
yeah.
Pretty soon I'll be sitting on my ass.
And it went from like 0 to 60. One day it was 8 o'clock at night. It got dark, and you're like, okay, I can. Yeah, that's fine. The very next day, 5:30.
That's fine. It's fine for Halloween, and then just switch it
we
back.
had to switch our lights timers twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
I'm
he
always
said
fucking
it.
it up, and she's yelling at me. I said the certain 5:30.
Well, because we figured
out
6 was
there.
okay, but then if I'm in the sunroom and it's dark and I'm like,
The deer need to be able to see where they're going, babe.
no.
They ain't eating none of the fucking acorns, I'll tell you that. I'm fucking raking these motherfuckers
No, you know
up
what,
every
though?
day.
Are they big? Or are they small?
Huge.
Just small
They're
ones.
huge.
So-
They're huge.
But when they hit that...
So nobody can agree on the side. No, because that'll tell you. I guess now I don't want to get it. I don't know which one's which, but if they're really small, you're gonna have a a hard winter. If they're huge,
They're
then you're
big.
good. But I could be saying that backwards. We have to
Oh,
Google
dang.
it.
What size
But
are we
it's-
talking, Scoot? I mean, I see your
No,
fingers.
we have the big acorns, babe. We
They
don't
about
have
like
that little
that.
baby
They're
ones.
like that.
We have
During
the
the
big
break
ones.
or whatever, we'll Google it and see which
Yeah.
one it is.
Google
But
it, Maya. I'll bring you one in.
No, they'll
You
tell
ain't
you
gotta
by
look
the
it up.
size of how your winter's
Yeah.
supposed to be.
What's so
It's pretty
strange
accurate.
is this year is the first year that my backyard had 1 inch of acorns in the
Yeah.
whole backyard.
Well-
the whole backyard. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how long do they take to grow an acorn? Because
I don't
I've been there
know.
14 years, and they've only ever been small. If they came down,
Yeah.
this year it's walnuts everywhere.
We didn't have
We
any.
didn't have-
It's supposed to be a
That's what
sign
we-
of the winter because trees,
That's what we talked
they make it
about.
through every season. They grow based on season, based on how much water.
We
is in
didn't
it.
have any
Shedding,
last
probably
year.
because of the
Yeah.
weight. They
And we
know
didn't
it's
have a
going
bad
to be.
winter either.
Yeah.
And that's
True.
what I'm saying.
Wow.
Because now you have a heart attack hearing one of the
They-
cue balls
Gunshot.
fall on.
Every movie you watch in the sunroom has an acorn drop in
That
it.
metal roof of my shed, and when I hear
Yeah.
it, it's,
Yep.
it's
Pop,
a hell.
It's
Those are
loud.
gunshots at our house.
Yeah, Rick, over there.
Over here, it's acorn.
Yeah, it's
Here, yeah, kind of acorn-ish.
it's
but-
crazy. Well, and I don't remember you picking up acorns last year like that. I mean, they're massive.
Do people eat those?
No,
I don't
Mike
think you-
wanted me to pick them up and put them in a bucket and bring them to him. No, I'm picking
The
them
squirrels-
up. I'm throwing them out.
What
I'm
does
not-
he do with
The
it?
squirrels don't even
for
eat them
the-
over
Where
here.
he hunts. I guess the deer eat them. They ain't fucking touching them here.
The squirrels aren't even touching
We had
them.
a family
so.
of 7 roll through, didn't pick up one.
They got enough to eat here. They eat all your flowers, all your neighbors' flowers and bushes and shit.
That's
they
true.
don't
Denise is
settle
shit.
for acorns.
That's why I always get the flowers that they don't eat.
The plastic,
Plastic
ones.
ones? Yeah, what else? The fuck
They
is
eat
he
everything she puts out there. She looks out, oh god, it's just a fucking round pot with nothing in it.
Whatever.
Stop buying that shit.
I
We're just-
didn't. They don't get
We
those.
can barely feed ourselves. We're
Every
feeding the
plant that I
fucking deer.
plant in there, it's deers don't like them. And the reason why I had an empty pot this year is because of the tornado wiped out that one pot.
She's picking up shit from people that are selling plants.
I did.
Online. She's on Facebook
No, it's
Marketplace.
it's free.
Oh, babe, they're selling 14 ferns. What
I
the-
got 2.
For one,
No,
where the fuck are we
3.
putting 14 ferns?
I planted one on the side of the house, and then I got the 2 by the door.
Every time I go out there, they're on their side because the fucking lightest gust of wind blows these things
Whatever.
over.
When we planted that garden in our backyard and started growing really good, Kathy had planted some other flowers and shit. Well, it came around, so it was like last year, right around October, November. And I'm out there watering the garden and shit. And I look over, I just started watering the other half because I'm like, these flowers are still in full bloom. They look fucking great. I'm like, I don't know what she did. They look great. I did that for a week, and they were all plastic. Every fucking flower was plastic. I could not understand why
Oh
they were still
my
in full
God.
bloom. So I basically just dusted them off. You know, I just washed them down, and they were
So then
vibrant.
you thought that, yeah.
I thought they
my-
were beautiful. I'm like, these motherfuckers are holding
Babe,
on.
after 2 waters out here.
She told me they're all fake. I'm like, bullshit. I grabbed them.
That's
She
funny.
was dead on. She's the one that planted them. Like, I don't
That's
know.
funny.
Yeah.
Did she get you the following year too? Rick?
No, I'm not falling for that twice. They were all dead the second year. I don't know how.
Yeah,
They died.
crazy.
that's funny.
That's free.
I went after them hard, too. I'm like, oh, I'll keep her shit going
Yeah.
in October.
Well, I just found out that you could plant ferns. This whole time I've been bringing them things in the house and
Shed
them
everywhere.
dying.
They shed everywhere, man.
I
Ferns
vacuum
are
Yeah.
them
dirty,
up.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tired of it.
Mow them. Just mow them.
She wants to get all these. We go to these plant places. Just bring this home. Bring this home. Bring this home. Bring it. All fucking sheds.
No, I don't.
Just get another pet.
I don't get. You see the flowers I have. They don't shed.
Have they been there long enough to know?
Yeah.
Oh, have they?
Every weekend we're going somewhere to get this rare plant that someone has. Some old
my
lady
God.
just doesn't want.
Every
want it to die. Denise
weekend?
like we could get 2 weeks out of it. 2 more weeks. Just let it go. It wants to go home.
Whatever.
Don't want to come here. Please stop. What are you laughing at? Same shit
Sounds
at
like
home?
Because
the
you know the
You have a
truth.
cat.
You're like you'll be like, we really know it's him. He's like, yeah, get that plant.
No, I don't want anything. Unless I got to clean up. I'm tired of cleaning up acorns and
Whatever.
leaves. Acorns and leaves.
I
Good thing
told you,
is
if I had the choice, I'd concrete my whole fucking yard.
Fairview Park picks up leaves, so you just got to blow them to the
curb.
To the
Neighbor's
curb.
yard.
To the tree.
Yeah.
No.
The one neighbor has a whole. It talk about you could jump in that pile.
I think they blow their shit into my yard because they know I'm going to blow them to the curb.
Yeah.
No one else
I
has
would.
them.
If I seen you out there doing it every day, I'd just blow them next
Our 2 homes around
Well-
us, no one has them on the curb except us. I'm like, what the
It's
fuck?
their leaves. if you look at the trees in their yard and over in Dan's yard, they're naked, so it's in our yard.
Right.
Blow them back over there then. If you know where they came from, blow them back over there.
I got a question that's been bothering me, and it bothers me for years. People, when they do cut their grass, and you got to love them, they're the same people that shovel their snow out into the street, or the same people that blow all their grass out to the street, which
illegal.
people don't realize they're liable. If a motorcyclist got on an accident or landscaping guys do this, it's this high.
Yeah.
You take a spill, I mean, the homeowner's liable, or that guy's, someone's liable, right? But Parma's bitching, people, maybe even here, about their flooded basements. Nobody's thinking about all these grass clippings that are going into that sewer on purpose.
Yep.
The city owes me, man. I lost my fucking treadmill. I lost the fucking bar. But you guys are the same ones blowing. Your neighbors are leaving all that grass to the sewer. Now, I know they're trying to get around to suck them all out.
You'll get in trouble here. There's like a...
That's great.
There's a newsletter that reminds you.
I just blow all my shit back into the grass.
It's got to go into the drains. People are bitching at the city that they're liable. And that's why they're not liable. That's why they're saying immunity.
There's a whole fucking metro park down in there now. All the grass that grew in the fucking sewer. The kids go down there and play. I seen it in the movie It. They go down
Oh my God.
About that. Same owners that are flooded are the ones putting their clippings right outside, thinking it ain't my problem. They blow it out there.
I see them all the time blowing it into the street. Like, what are you guys doing?
You're not supposed to.
Either
it's always fun to drive by them with your car and blow them right back.
I want to do that with the leaf pile sometimes. Just hit the curb a little bit, and take my truck and just blast them all.
It'd be great
over.
to have them mounted on your. I mean, just like 16,000 CFMs.
And I do too, but it's usually my own.
It'd be great, man. To blow.
Fuck, that's where I live.
Yeah, but people do, or that shit out in the snow, and then you hit it with the front of your car, and the spoiler's ripped off, and people lose it. They should be liable for that shit. That's all. That's like putting tires in the road or something. Because some of that ice is solid.
You'll get a ticket here in Fairview Park.
Well, that's like the city too, though. When they push the snow back up on your apron. And then this shit just cakes up. Now you got a fucking speed bump at the end of your fucking driveway.
Well, I tried to plow through mine in Snow Road, and I folded the underside of the entire windstar that we had. I'm like, that wasn't snow. That was permafrost.
Ice. Oh.
It just squeezed all the metal to nothing. Like rolled it out flat.
Whoever we've got when they come through ours, the snowplow comes through so much. This is the first place I've ever lived where we didn't have
Babe, don't brag to the Clevelanders about how much they come through.
No, I'm saying how they don't
even see them. It's like
they don't have the buildup on the skirt here. Like, you know, when you shovel and then like they come by and you're like, man, I just shoveled it. Yeah, they don't have that.
I mean, we got a line of snow going down the middle from when they push the snow this way and they push it this way. So
I don't know if it's not cost effective, but two things. I seen this when I was working in North Dakota about 8 years ago. I went up there for a winter. Do a winter build.
What a mistake.
But they had all the sand in the dump trucks because it gets so cold in North Dakota. The sand's a solid block of granite by the time it gets to point B. So they run the exhaust from the engine through the liner of the whole truck, through the bed, like radiant heating, flooring, and that sand is all loose when it gets to point B. But then about, I don't know, a couple years later, I was talking to somebody, I was like, you know what, I never seen Germans pile up snow in Germany. And the guy said to me, and he explained that same bed system in Germany as they plow it, it eats it, goes to the bed of the truck, thaws it out, and it goes down the drain. You never see piles of anything anywhere. So there is technology in order to get rid of that snow instead of piling it up and making it either an eyesore or a hazard. But I don't know.
Well,
they want to dump chemicals on the street that go into
why don't they make
shit.
NASCAR? Bad. You know how they got the dryer, the car to dry. Why don't they make one with like a flame just driving down the street?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So
Scoot?
I had a cabin down south.
Truck.
Yeah, I
had a cabin down south, and there's a lot of hills and turns and whatever. And when they plow, and their roads are nice down there. So what they use that liquid ice, liquid.
Right, like the highway.
Like salt.
For the environment? Isn't that bad?
I don't know.
I don't know. All I know is it's so clean.
Yeah.
That
you see it on the highways now. Yep. Sometimes you see it before.
It's like liquid heat.
The pre-ice, whatever.
I mean, it's expensive. Some cities can't afford it.
Yeah.
So they don't really like to lay it on. But
I just don't want them taking it from the fucking airport, because if I get there and they got to de-ice my plane, they're a little short.
Going into the rainwater. I don't know if that's. I think they can't do it in Cleveland because a lot of that water goes back to the lake. So maybe there's something. It can't be good.
What is good for you nowadays?
I say we just figure out a way to stop the snow from falling.
Global warming. We got to
it's coming, Scoot.
We got to abuse the weather.
I'm a fan. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a fan.
This polar bears are going to identify as black bears here short.
Just move the motherfuckers somewhere, right? Quit your bitching and move them somewhere.
It's so sad though when you see like these wild deers.
Hang on, let me get my music.
Yeah, please. It's sad. And you see them all, and everybody's got an ear tag. So there's nothing really wild anymore. You know, it's
No.
like, oh, we know about those rhinos. There's 16 elephants, but everything's got a tag in it. It's like you're almost like in a park. Everywhere you go is a park. Like they know all the animals. So it's got to a point where we can manage herds of animals, tag them all, know where they're all at. So like the whole being wild and if you're out in the
Free,
wilderness,
yeah.
you're out in the wherever. Dude, everything's tagged. It's so crazy. What isn't tagged?
Bigfoot.
They shoot that year for whatever. And a lot of those deers you shoot, they're tagged. So it's like a hatchery for fish. It's like you ain't even fishing anymore. They're all grown. They dump them into a pond. You fish them out. The whole.
Can you while you're here, can you give Scoot tips on fishing? Because he's been many times. He ain't caught shit.
It's your
I went
bait.
fishing last time and it rained. I didn't even get a cold. I can't catch.
You didn't
anything.
catch shit.
Did you have fishing line?
Oh.
Hooks?
That's like Mike when he goes deer hunting. Them fucking deer he bought off Amazon. You know those deer heads are bought off Amazon.
Oh,
He said he got
Ain't no
those?
way. Yeah, he said he got them when he was hunting. There's no way he never comes back with anything.
It says mounted in China right underneath there. Back of it says Timu.
Oh my god!
Team Moose.
I tell you something that's funny. So
It's a dressed up cow head.
you know how we grew up on movies that we thought were like really cool back then. So the other night we watched. Do you guys remember that movie Alligator?
Yeah.
Where they flushed it
Yeah.
down the toilet
That one
and it
at
was
a carnival, the
huge.
little one. Yeah.
We watched that the other night, and we're rolling.
Like,
we're
we used to
dying
watch this and
watching
think
this.
was
Like,
good.
yeah, I'm like, how is
Is that the
this?
same movie where the old lady's feeding them? What movie is that where she goes out and she's feeding gigantic alligators and crocodiles? It was a little old lady. She's feeding them. You remember that movie?
It wasn't Croc, was it?
It might have been.
Maybe
She was like 80 years old. She wasn't afraid of this thing, and it wouldn't hurt her.
That or
He used to kill everybody
what was
else
Lake
in these
Placid?
lakes.
I thought you were
that was
Yeah,
what
that's
it-
Lake Placid.
Yeah, that was it.
That is
Like-
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the lady in Florida that was walking with her little dog,
Oh my
and
god.
the alligator dragged them both.
Oh no!
Took them both into the.
They will eat you. They don't give a fuck.
That's
No.
what I'm saying. Why are you taking Fluffy by the
See, a lot
fucking
of times
shore?
Alligators won't fuck with you unless he's really hungry. But I don't.
Yeah,
think
you
they
see a
know.
little dog like going by the shore, and you're an alligator. What do you think? Someone's just gonna fucking throw you a steak? No, you're gonna snatch up Fluffy. Just so happened the lady was 70 and she fell down, and a fucking gator got her ass too.
They got them both.
Got them both.
Twofer.
Let the dog go. He's done.
That's her baby.
It's done.
Uh,
What do you? She's not
You're
pulling
not
it.
getting that back, right?
You're not getting it back.
It's not the alligator's fault, as far as I'm concerned.
No, you're teasing the
just
alligator by you're teasing the alligator by walking that close to the pond.
crazy.
They're just doing what they do.
Get a bigger dog too. Don't get a fucking appetizer. A fucking gator can't take a big dog, right, babe?
I like big dogs. I don't like ankle biters. I feel like
I like big dogs and I cannot lie.
I just feel like if I want to feel
secure.
right, I want to feel protected. So
Hey, if you had a little one, you could pull it out of your purse. Make him
What,
think you're
throw it at
reaching.
somebody?
Make him think you're
Right.
reaching
Just
for
aim it
something.
in fire, squeeze his belly.
That's
He's
like
reaching
when-
for something. Go, go, go. Hip, hip.
that's what I hate
no.
seeing those big built dudes, and then they got little ankle biters, and I'm like, why?
Scoot for years had one.
Yeah.
Really? A yapper?
I don't like little dogs.
Rick had
No.
little dogs. You had
They
what? How many at
yap
one
though.
time?
5.
5 at once.
They were all Pomeranians. They were pit poms.
Yeah, but they bark all the time.
Vicious.
They are alert to everything. They were just, when people hated it, I'm like, they're only doing what they do.
They hear, they bark.
Big
That's
dogs
what-
do what they're supposed to do, but not
No, they
if they're
don't.
walking across or somebody's walking across the street.
Scoot, if I knocked on your door, would your dog get up and start barking?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's different. That's knocking on the door.
But I
I'm
think
saying if
that's
they're
why,
across
like,
the street.
so back in the day, the mafia guys and stuff, they used to have those little dogs everywhere in their house, everywhere.
So they'd know.
Well, because like if you walk in the house and you see my dog, you could shoot that dog,
Okay.
right? And that's it. That dog's done. Or you could hit it with a bat or whatever. Those little fuckers, you got 5 or 6 of them. They run and they hide under the bed.
Yeah.
They won't
Still
stay-
yapping.
Still yapping.
Yep.
So you're not going to make it through the house without
Or they're
being
alerting. Yeah.
of every room you go in. You know what I mean? One of them little fuckers are going to be in there yapping at you. So they used to have them things all over the place. They're great guard dogs. They really are.
Funny.
Until you yell, "Shut the fuck up," and then you just get quiet.
They never do.
Then you're
they
dead.
Never do that. You can yell as much as you want. They don't stop.
Did Benji pass? You still have him?
No, the lady across the street, she's been gone for about 3 years now.
Oh.
Her sister had Pomeranians forever, and the one had died, so she got Benji. I was like, oh, it'd be nice to have another male with her.
Not the weird
But he
family,
died
is
a
it?
year,
No.
Okay.
He died a year later.
Oh.
The other one did. So it's just Benji there now, and he's living it up. But
Nice.
He's 14 now.
Oh.
Yeah.
How long do they live?
15, 16. Well, Charlotte got, I don't even know, 19.
Bella, yeah.
18, 19.
Wow.
She's got a walking stick and shit, her dog. Crazy. No, I think they just put Bella down.
Yeah.
Brett took her and then.
I think it was like 19 years old. It was
Yeah.
a little dog, man.
That is old.
Little dogs do live a bit longer than big ones. Yeah. But
not
Well,
if they're
big
in
dogs
large
have
groups.
like
Not if they're
usually
walking by the shore in
ailments
Florida.
Yeah.
that get them.
joints and
Yep.
muscle problems and breathing.
Yep.
Sucks. Well, you get attached to them.
Yeah, but the bigger ones, don't they get like hip issues?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit
That's what we were
all the
saying.
time?
Joints and
Cancers, all kinds of shit.
Oh,
what happened with Titus.
All right, well, that was a.
Way to make that
I
sad.
know, right?
So it started with an acorn. Started with just a little corn.
Not go the way we thought.
Whatever. I'm cool. It's crazy because Jackie's dog looks just like him. So she'll send me pictures. Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Cooper.
I didn't know Jackie you were talking about. Like,
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
looks
Jackie.
like their dog.
I thought Jackie looked like her own dog.
No,
I was like,
her
oh, that's
dog
weird.
Cooper looks just like Titus. Like it's looking at him.
You guys thought about getting another dog? Or
No,
No.
we got
No?
too many plants.
she's getting plants.
Yeah,
huh?
I mean, I have my moments where, like, I miss a dog, but realistically, it's like having a kid.
right.
It's
She
just
wants
like
to
having
travel
a kid.
everywhere. I
You
don't.
can take a dog with you.
I might as well get
take
one because this one doesn't go anywhere anyway.
Well, I'm
so
not watching the dog. Okay, I'm
No,
telling
she'll
you.
take the dog and leave you home.
She's not taking the dog. She's
I'm
not.
not taking the dog. Oh, it was rough. We had the baby. Well, one of the grandbabies. We had Cammy today for a few hours, and I was so sleepy. I was so sleepy. I tried laying on the couch, falling asleep. No, wasn't happening.
We've had her a lot, and when I tell you I sleep in the spare bedroom, when Cammy spends the night, Scoot knows. I can't because she lays this way.
Yeah, yeah.
So that they're here. Denise is under the weather. I decide I'm going to sleep in the spare bedroom, but I'm not tired yet. I need to get rid of some spent up energy, if you know what I mean. So I'm laying out my, my shit.
Flower
Jesus.
petals and shit.
Yeah, I got my candles going.
Uh-huh.
Everything. It's
Oh my
a
God.
process, right?
Cialis, yep.
Thinking if I just rub it out,
Oh my
lose
god.
the energy, it'll be time for bed.
What happened?
No, tiptoe Tammy here. She comes waltzing in while I'm getting ready with the video on. Sick as can be. I thought she was dying in the bed, thinking
That
I have
image is
plenty of
burned
time.
in my
Plenty
brain.
of time to get this one out. Plenty of time. Babe, what are you doing? I'm trying to watch a video over here. I'm freaking out.
Oh my god.
Are you awake?
I'm like, I'm cracking up. I'm literally
She's like, who are
laughing
you
'cause
talking to? I'm like, I'm watching a video here.
Shut the door.
No,
you can't
she's
shut
just
the door
standing
and go
there.
away.
Who are you talking
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm not embarrassed.
I'm
It's
just-
That's
just,
the
I
crazy-
thought you were
Talk
like on
about
your
it.
deathbed, thinking I can get one last rub out. and
Oh
call it
my
a night.
god.
Coast
You know,
is
and,
clear.
and she dips in, and then she closes the door. I'm like, babe, you're not mad, are you?
Oh no.
No, I
I was
wasn't
like, I
mad.
thought you were going to bed. The baby's in there. I'm thinking, I wasn't really
I
tired.
even offered to
checklist.
help.
What better way?
Checklist.
Yeah. What better way to tire yourself out than
No.
let one go, right?
And then,
then you fall asleep.
And then I'm like, well, do you need help? He's like, nah, I'm good now.
It went from.
I'm like, well, and I had to tell
Like,
him,
you
like,
could have
it's,
asked. I was like, you're on your deathbed. You're sneezing. You got tissue in your nose. How attractive is
Right.
that? I'd have been up longer. I'm just trying to finish the deed. Call it
I
a
don't
night.
know.
I'll
You
talk to
don't
in the
have to
morning.
be embarrassed, though.
Did you fall asleep?
Eventually.
Yeah, I had
It's a shocker. You're like laying there.
So
Oh my
for the
God.
record, next time she spends the night, I'm just stay in bed. How about that?
Whatever.
She got to use house slippers with bells on.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
there's an elf coming.
Oh,
No,
my
I didn't
God.
hear shit, Rick. I had the video
Oh,
set
yeah.
up, everything laid out, you know.
Surround
Which
sound's
is
on.
weird because I don't know why you didn't hear me coming over.
I got the video
He's focused.
going.
He's got laser focus.
I'm
That's
focused
it.
on that, and then
Surround sound theater.
Apparently.
Dolby on.
I mean, the image
the
was
zone.
hilarious. though. I even asked, why are you on the floor? I don't understand. Like, why weren't you just in the bed? Why were you
Why
on the
were you on the
floor?
floor?
It's just I like to be there. What
the fuck?
I'm not putting it on myself. I'm not laying in
He
the
was
bed.
on the floor.
So I was like, I'm not going to stand up either and try to, I'm just right there, like ready to drop the load. And,
Yeah.
Then
It was so
she
funny.
dipped in, and then old Willie went, and
With
that was it.
Nelson. My Willie went Nelson.
Went to bed alone last night with blue balls.
Oh my God, it was so funny.
It's not funny.
It is funny because
When you tell me you're on your deathbed and you're going to sleep, go to sleep. Just go.
it's
to
just
sleep.
funny because, again, so many questions like, why are you on the floor? I mean, I don't understand. Yeah.
Why ain't there any girls in that video?
Oh, yeah.
Were you talking to, dude?
Oh.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and get Denise to give us some news stories. She's only had 3 weeks, so let's see how she
Whatever.
struggles through. Stay tuned. Yo, welcome back to the show. Trying to get Scoot and Rick's take on the whole jerk session, but off camera they said
They're
they've
professionals.
never been caught. They have
Lock the fucking door, dude.
They're
they have
professionals.
steps. I'd love to get Eli's take, but he's too busy at the Johnson.
Eli
John-
has never
John
touched
23
himself.
movement.
He's not going to tell the truth.
No,
dude.
he's
not
never
telling the
touched
truth.
himself.
Yeah, I never.
I
I
never.
never even moved
I love
during
your
the
sister
movement.
too much. Johnson 23
I respect.
movement.
I respect your sister.
There's no movement on the Johnson.
Oh, jeez.
Besides all the Johnson talk, anyone glad that this election shit's over?
Oh, yeah.
Thankfully.
Over. We're
A lot of
done.
hostility.
Finito.
It's so bad. This election was like a war, basically. I have never seen an election where it was so.
Is it because there was so much media coverage? Is why we think that?
Every
wonder.
day,
Yeah.
every day you look somewhere.
Yeah.
Just-
Not just media coverage. The fuckers are calling my phone.
The phone,
Text messaging
right?
me,
Text
calling
messaging.
me.
Wow, I
Yes,
got none. I got
text
That was
messaging.
funny,
The
Scoot.
text messages
You
were
just never-
ridiculous.
Last election, I got a lot. This one I did.
I
Yeah.
got it every day.
And the amount of
Every
mail.
day.
Well, here's a cool thing: is the amount of mail that we got. I had this company, survey company, had me upload each piece of electoral mail I got, and they paid me for it.
Really?
Yep.
You didn't tell the rest of us about that shit?
I know, right? I didn't hear
Way to
anything.
heads up. Now
Hadn't
this is over.
seen you guys. Sorry. I
No,
could have
what the
referred
fuck?
you too.
Right.
I know. My bad.
What cracks me up
Next
is all
time.
the celebs that say they're out of here.
They're moving.
This is it.
Every
They said that the
year.
last time.
Every time.
Well, I was reading today, they actually have a cruise now that'll go for 4 years, take you to 140 countries,
Jesus.
and you don't come back to the next president
Get the
is
fuck
in office.
on. What the fuck?
I don't like
It's only
the amount of celebrities.
It's only $256,000 for the 4-year
geez.
cruise,
Oh, that's not bad for 4 years.
all inclusive.
Oh, that's
everything.
not bad.
Got
Because you got
spa,
food and
fitness
all
center,
that.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah,
If you had
that's-
that kind of money and you were a celeb, would you
60
do that?
grand a year. 60 grand a year.
Yeah, that's not.
Not a
That's
lot of money
cheap.
for-
That's not a
for being
lot.
Catered to.
Is
Everything's
it that
done.
bad to where you do that though? Like, is it affecting you that bad, the
No,
election,
no.
to where you just leave?
The only
Going
part
on a
of
4-year
I don't think it's
cruise?
affecting them like that at all.
No.
I think most of them just want the added publicity of
Yeah.
saying they're going to do something.
That's
'Cause
what
none of
I
them ever
do-
fucking really do it.
that's what I don't like is the celebs getting involved in political anything.
Well, they're hoping that their fan base will vote so they don't have to leave. That's what it is. We don't want Ellen to leave. We'll vote for
Yeah,
whoever
but
the others.
none of us like Ellen enough to care.
Well,
Right.
anybody.
Like, we don't
any
like-
singer, anybody,
yeah.
anybody that says they're going to leave. They're hoping their fan base will stay loyal and vote so that they're not having to leave, and their fan base let them down. Or they
There's
have enough
so
fans.
many people that didn't vote this year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the
A
15
lot of
million that
people
were
that
dead when they
didn't.
voted for.
Yeah, what?
That's what it came out to, like 15 million or so. And you look at the discrepancy, makes you think.
That one, I don't know if you guys seen it, but the one guy asked this guy in on TV. Said, show us all the states where she had like similar numbers to Biden, and nothing lit up. He goes, all right, let's scale it back a little bit. How many counties in America did she get the same votes or near votes as Biden?
Yeah.
Nothing lit up. That is so strange, because if she's still the cabinet or the same, administration as Biden, those numbers on any election, there's always a range.
What's that tell you? They were getting ready to vote for a guy that can't remember shit again, and Joe. And then she's able to comprehend some shit.
My only thing is,
she just kind of was there on a Monday,
right?
Yeah,
and that was it.
I don't like that they pushed her
There could have been
in.
a better candidate. I'm sure they could have.
Yeah.
They were hoping that the popularity she could hold it and ride it,
because she's a black woman, and that's why she's.
But she's not.
The
But
current
yeah,
administration.
But that's why
Yeah.
they gave her the job. Like,
Plus, she's not a nobody. She's already been in office 4 years, so they have a vice president,
Who's
and then
done
also her status would actually carry her, and it didn't. That was I really expected to be a lot closer. But that's the other thing is there's a minority amount of people that are telling you it's so close, and when the numbers finally fall, they weren't. It's almost like your neighbors. Well, so and so, my neighbor got these signs up, and this one's got these signs up. You don't want to be the outside guy. So either you post something or you don't. But then to come to find out that guy's only doing it because the guy next to him, he thinks he's thinking. Then when these guys all get together and talk, nobody really believes that. But they don't want to be that guy or that girl to say, hey, this is what I think, and be like people ridiculing your choices or whatever. But that's what that did on the media. Is they're like, oh, if you're not voting for so and so, who the fuck are you? And then it's contagious.
It's insane.
It's swinging
because it ruins families. People lose friends.
And it really shouldn't, though.
I told one of my family members, these two people don't know me for anything. There's no way I would ruin family or friendship over two people.
If you think they're looking out for you,
no.
You're already fucked. Like,
that's a false premise. Right?
Will things get a little better? Absolutely. I think
what you should be looking at is what are the taxes, and just like there's a few topic buttons there, but he or she'll never know us.
Right.
But who's ever in the White House, for the most part, doesn't really affect us directly, other than taxes. So you wouldn't even know in rural Oklahoma who the fuck's in office, because their life really doesn't change that much.
Right.
Or someone else. It's not like
if you didn't get into the politics, you would never know that we changed presidents. When you go into work one day, nothing will change for you.
And we didn't know this back in the day unless you watched 3, 5, and 8. Now it's everywhere. Every time you get on your phone, on the Facebook, everything.
On the radio.
It's depressing.
Politics.
It's dangerous.
I will say this, though. After the elections are over, what's the time frame you think people should start taking down their signs?
Immediately.
I feel like
immediately. What is
it's
the point?
Done.
Immediately.
Why is it still in your yard?
She's like pointing out her neighbor across the street when you guys leave.
Well, most people are doing that for the winter.
Yeah, leaving up the sign because they're floating a little bit.
I guess.
Nobody's got judge.
There might be a recount, babe.
No.
Did anybody here vote? Did you guys vote?
I did. He didn't.
My first election ever.
You voted?
Really? Look at you.
I refuse to vote. I'll vote for the first.
I wrote myself in.
I will vote for the first person who says they'll take care of these pedophiles.
You're on the record.
I'm not voting.
What happened?
Because we have all this Diddy shit, all these pedophiles, this island stuff that just nothing ever happens with. It's all gone. I'll vote for the first motherfucker that does something about that. Yeah. Who even brings it up? The first one that's like, hey, we're gonna take a ride over that island and straighten this shit out.
We're gonna figure it out.
I want to know who went there, what they were doing, blah, blah. I'll vote for that person.
It gets a hot topic, then it goes away. Yeah. Even like Biden's son now, or any other hot button.
Yeah, I'll vote for somebody who's going to take care and find somebody's missing kids.
But anybody that's
where they're at.
They'll run you through the mill. You're done. You're dead. Life sentence, whatever. But anything high profile like that they know are big names involved. It's so shitty, and people are okay with it.
Yeah, someone was saying.
Someone was saying, about, like you say, draining the swamp, taking care of. I'll vote for somebody who will actually do that.
Yeah, I think a lot of the celebs are thinking Kamala, whatever, was going to put the Diddy thing away, and like Usher was coming out. All these people that were affiliated at the Diddy parties, were supporting her when they said, like Cardi B, I will not vote for another presidential candidate ever because they don't do anything. Kamala Harris got my support,
But on the final note here, because we don't want to go political here on the show, is when you put your name on the ballot, it's there. You are in history of political races. I found that out when I put my name in one time.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Jesus. Anyhow, yeah, because there was one year I put my name down. Yeah.
She almost got in.
I mean, I got a couple votes. No, I'm just kidding.
When I looked at that ballot, the other side was, because she's like, make sure you look at both sides. So I flipped it over, like it's in Spanish. I'm supposed to read this shit too, not realizing, yeah, it's in English and Spanish, but it's the same thing. But don't tell me to read both sides, lady.
Right now I wonder what's on the other fucking side.
Well, she's probably telling you read both sides because it was a long.
It was.
It was a long ballot, and you gotta make sure.
Fucked up and erase his English answers.
No, they want to make sure you're getting both sides because I think one of the issues took up two sides.
Oh, wait, is this Rick Fletcher? No, that's Ricardo Fletcher. Flip it over. He's got Harris here.
Oh my gosh.
You got some news for us?
Yes, I do.
Nothing politic related. Please.
No. Well, Walmart is back in the news.
Oh, good old Walmart, my favorite spot.
Black Friday already?
I know. However, it's a sad note though. A 19-year-old woman found dead in the Walmart oven. So
found dead or smelled dead? Like, is that how they found her?
Coworkers.
What's being cooked in there? Does anybody know what they do in
like
these
chicken.
ovens?
It's a walk-in oven, and that's where they put like
I get
the
that.
chickens and whatever.
Oven? You just walk into it. Is that not fucked up already?
Even when you get cremated, they
How
push
big
you
are the
in.
fucking chickens that you need a walk-in oven?
No, I mean it's one of those industrial ovens, so you can cook a lot. You're not.
No, I've seen industrial ovens.
Yeah.
I've never seen a walk-in oven. That's fucking
Walked in
insane.
that bitch.
Well, anywho, so obviously it happened during the day, and there was a whole bunch of people, employees running to that section of Walmart, and they were just trying to usher the people out of the store. The cops finally get there, and so they're doing an investigation on this, and why it was in the oven. They haven't yet reached a point where they have the cause and manner of death, meaning if it was
intentional.
Does
that door? I wonder if the door locks like the freezers. Where
no. So that's what I was getting ready to get to. Is they have fail safes. There's latches on the outside and latches on the inside in case anyone got trapped. Well. Other coworkers were saying how that latch was broke though. And Walmart officials were saying, we're going to look into it because we have this, and this step. So there's a latch. There's also some other button and some other, there were steps.
Confused.
There were like 4 different steps that you could have gotten out of there.
Yourself last week,
so that's why they were wondering if there's some foul play because she should have gotten out of there somehow.
Well, again, a walk-in oven is insane.
It's a big oven.
That's fucked up because I've never seen Walmart cook anything big enough for what. So you fire this oven up, right? Get it to what, 400 or 500 degrees? And then you walk into it?
No.
What if
I don't
it could have
know.
turned on while she was in there? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
how did she go in? Then the oven got turned on?
Someone turned it on and heating up for the chicken, Scoot. The cook came in.
I don't know, but how many Walmarts do you go to that you see the oven and
I've
stuff?
never
So
seen
how
it.
would
That's
you
why I'm
know?
wondering how this works. If that oven was hot enough to cook chicken, you have to cook chicken at what?
I would say 325, right?
Right. So it just stays at 325 and you just walk in there and grab some chicken at 300.
No, there's
What
something.
are they cooking, dude?
Yeah.
What the hell are they?
It doesn't say what was being cooked, so.
I'm just so confused about the whole oven situation.
But there's more to come. I will keep you posted because it just happened
maybe Walmart was trying something new
last Tuesday, so we don't know. Again, Walmart's.
That white meat ain't selling.
Well, the person was of brown skin.
That's why I said the white meat wasn't selling.
Not black skin, brown skin. I think she was
before or
like
after it was
Indian. But there's a lot that's going on with the Walmart officials saying it would be impossible, to employees saying, well, it was broke, to the police saying, are we suspecting foul play?
I just don't understand how that works. I worked in restaurants all my life.
Yeah, I always even if I was a garbage man, I would never be in the. I don't know how Eric and them clean their trucks. So they got to go in the back of them, and they had.
No.
No, I'm not getting in the back to spray anything. I'm not. If I can't reach it from the ground, it's not getting cleaned out. I'm not doing nothing
Crazy.
First of all, like I said, I've never seen a walk-in oven. That's pretty insane. 2, is the oven already hot before you go? Like, did she go into a fucking hot oven?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Or did she go in there, then it got turned on?
No, because she would have been
Or-
bad. I think someone would have been like, "Hey, listen, I'm in there."
Right,
Or-
don't turn that on. Or
What did she have a fight with or did a coworker not like her?
That's what I
And
think,
they were like,
either that or she was
I dare you to
on
go.
drugs, man.
I dare
Maybe
you to go
she's-
in there, and then they were joking around, and
Or maybe it was on, and she
But
just.
we're not
again,
going to hear anything about
even if
this
she
again.
went in there, and they were joking around and wouldn't let her out, it was 325 or 375
Whatever, yeah.
degrees, and you do that all day long. You just walk into a hot oven and grab chicken. Like,
I want to
that
say,
possible?
I want to say my thought process when I first heard the story was, if the door's open, it's not on. As soon as you close it, it turns on.
but it can't cool off that quick, right? It just cools off. That quick.
Yeah, think
I don't
it'd still be
know.
hot, right?
And where was this chick's phone? Nobody ever goes without a phone. She's in there. She got
Especially
a
at
fucking
Walmart, they're
phone.
usually on their phone.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. There's so many, again,
Maybe she didn't
so
have
many
service in
questions.
there, Scoot.
And maybe she didn't have her phone because some places
Not
you
Walmart.
can't have
no,
your.
not
I've
Walmart.
never
Okay,
seen
I
that.
don't know.
So if you walk up and ask somebody at Walmart for something, they pull out their phone and look at what aisle it's on. Like,
Yep.
they all have
they
phones.
they don't have the scanner. Like,
Does-
oh,
I mean,
this price.
it's just
sounds foul.
everything
Sounds like
sounds so
foul play.
Yeah, I
odd.
don't
Like,
know. It's sad.
So did
But-
Either someone cooked her, or she did on.
did she actually get cooked,
They
or she like suffocate to death?
they
or,
did not say. They
'Cause that's
just
another
said that
thing
she
I wonder,
passed
like-
away.
I bet you they still sold that food.
Yep.
whatever was still in there. You can't do that.
No.
It's Walmart. They can do what they want.
Like,
That's
don't,
Hillary smoked chicken. You can't do that. Like, you can't eat that now.
Oh my God.
they
Yeah.
just
I-
moved the chickens around their chalk outline, Rick, and just.
but could you imagine being that person? Like that's the way you're gonna die.
Horrible.
That's
I don't want to
bad.
be cremated. So.
Like fire. I feel like getting caught on fire
Yep.
and drowning.
But you're not
Two
on
words.
fire. I don't
Two
think
words for
it
it.
can't
Did you
be
guys
a-
ever hear them cooking
like a
rotisserie
furnace.
chickens at Walmart? You know I'm on my way out.
Matter of fact, wait. As soon as you said that, Costco has a walk-in, that large chicken
Coop.
thing that they cook their meat.
It's not a walk.
So
Yeah, it's just a lot. I mean, they pull the thing down.
they
no
pull
one's
it
going
out.
in there to-
But I mean, you could go in there. It's
I'm
big
interested
enough.
to see this oven.
That's what I'm saying. I've never seen a walk-in oven. That's a weird
Where'd
thing.
this
Like
take
I
place
do
at?
see the big ass door
Canada.
you pull down.
Canada.
I'm
got
gonna
a bunch
Google
of
it.
racks or
I'm gonna
something.
Google it.
But I've never
Eastern
seen
Canada.
Eastern Canada.
If it is
Walmart.
if it is just a big door, then that means somebody shoved her up in there. Like you know what I
Closed
mean?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
now a walk-in, I guess you would walk in on your
No,
own, but
because then they would have automatically said it was suspicious.
not if she was reaching for a chicken way in the back. Like
I'm thinking about the floor. What's the floor made of? I mean, you're looking at
Yeah, I
a
don't
giant
know.
toaster.
Yeah, I'm
oven.
interested to see what
That's
this.
crazy,
it's-
dude. Oh.
that just sounds so dangerous. A giant walk-in oven.
Like, how do you
That
walk in there with
sounds-
your feet? You know the floor is fucking hot.
Hot.
Right.
Yeah.
There's got to be, I don't know. There's a lot to this story. And again, it just happened.
Damn
So,
Canadians.
I mean,
Hey,
it's crazy.
What else you got?
All right, let's keep it strange. But we are back in the States. We are in California.
Yes.
So an
Eli be
elderly,
flipping out right now. California, no Florida,
Oh,
no
Lord.
Texas, none of this.
so an elderly couple, Daniel and Stephanie Maynard. They're 70.
they?
Well, unalive. They are 79.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, the ass, huh, Rick?
So they're 79 and 73. They were reported missing. He has dementia and she walks with a cane. They were from a California nudist resort.
70 years old.
Who was missing that?
How was he missing it? Because if he's on the beach, wouldn't they just follow his balls in the sand?
Stop. So a neighbor said they were a really nice
Snail trail
couple.
that goes it
And
went
they-
that way.
Here's the part that's funny. So neighbor said they were a really nice couple. They attend church. I mean, not saying because you go to a nudist resort, I don't know. Anyway, so
churches touch kids.
Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, so
No?
Okay, stop. They found they found the man that killed the couple. They were missing, but they were found dead. It was a 62-year-old man. They found him under his house. So, like, you know how you have a crawl space under your house? That's where they found this guy.
Wait, he put 2 dead people. The 62-year-old
So
dude put.
they went missing,
Sounds like that.
but they found them dead,
Where were they found at?
like nearby the house.
And he was living under the house?
That's how they caught him. Is because they were investigating
After
the
he killed him,
neighborhood.
he didn't even move up?
No, he
he
just-
didn't
I mean,
even
they're
fucking,
old.
Like, elevate his status. You know what I'm saying? Him
He
live
looks
in the
guilty
house
under the
now?
house. Hey, how
They're-
are you?
I've seen everything.
My thing is, they were old. That's probably he didn't. Well, but 62, I feel like
You see
isn't
2
old enough.
People walking down the street from the fucking.
Naked.
They didn't have any money on them. They didn't
No,
have fucking
they ain't
pockets.
shit.
They had no fucking pockets. So
I
where did he
mean,
get-
there's
where
a
did he think about
couple
with the weapon?
pockets.
Where's the weapon? In the
Yeah.
crack of his ass. Where did he pull his weapon from? Crack of his ass.
Well,
Sir, can you put those-
she had a cane. She walked with a cane. She could have.
So did he.
He had a fucking catapult rig. He's just spinning his balls.
Here's my thing,
Laffy
though.
Taffy.
If you have dementia, you're still at a nudist place, though.
Maybe
Why
forgot he
not?
was nude.
They ain't gonna remember them people.
I mean,
Forgot he was nude.
Right. He forgot that's how you just live that way now. I just knew, that's the best place to take him because you ain't got to worry about putting clothes on them.
Dressing them
Yeah,
up.
you just,
have you guys ever been to a
Fucking
nude beach?
just shit on the
No.
beach. You could just
Have you
shit
been
on
to
the
a nude
beach.
beach?
Fuck it. You don't need it.
A
Depends.
nude cruise?
no.
No.
Wait,
Have you been to a nude beach?
No.
I don't
I've been
even
to a
take my
nude
socks
beach.
off in the shower.
No.
In the Bahamas, they have. So in the Bahamas,
I
where I
imagine
was
the
at, they
Bahamas
have
is younger
regular.
people.
They have regular beach. But if you go over,
regular beach.
well, no, because if you
Over
go
here,
over to
it's
the
son of a beach.
side,
Yeah,
if you look
no,
over the rocks,
they know
you can
the
see
back side of the beach is a nude beach, and unless wherever you're staying at, those people tell you, keep in mind there's a nude beach. If no one tells you this, you stumble, and that's what happened to us. We stumbled upon it, and I was
I'm
just
sure
like,
you did after being
No,
told,
no.
oh, oops.
no, hold on. Because I promise you, this nude beach isn't how you think. Nude beaches, for the most part, aren't how you think they are. They're not with hot bodies. And they're gross.
Men. Mostly
And they're
men.
mostly men.
Out of shape.
And nastiness. So, no, it's never how you think it is on TV.
Is that why you want to go back?
Ew.
What is the point then? Like, why would you want to keep doing that?
I mean,
Burn
I
your
think
wiener in the sun.
That
I
would
think
hurt.
people do it so they don't have lines, tan lines, I guess. But
What a beach, really? You could do it at
Yeah,
home.
seriously.
do it at home. Yeah, in your backyard.
Not here. You get hit with an acorn.
Corn, yeah, I was just gonna say.
What else you got?
Well, I have the
Keeping it strange.
the cocaine. If you want me to continue,
Oh, we have cocaine?
whoa.
yeah.
Fucking all you gave me is a stupid water.
I mean, there's his little cocaine sniffer, his little bumper. Is that what they call him? Bump. I don't, anyway, all right. So
Let me get a bump.
Jesus,
What do they call it on the nude beach? I don't know.
I don't know. So a
bum.
husband, Alfred Ruff, who's 71.
It's old motherfuckers.
I
Fuck,
know.
these are old stories.
Kinky
These
as
are
shit,
these
man.
are old stories.
Just when you
yeah.
think the fucking everything's died down when you hit that age, not these motherfuckers.
No, he had
Where-
he
where's
pleads.
this from? Somewhere with sun, I guarantee
Florida?
it.
Florida has to be cocaine. As soon as you hear cocaine, it's Florida.
I didn't write down.
Lorraine
where,
Avenue.
No, I didn't write down where they're.
I think the sun drives these motherfuckers crazy. That's why all these stories come out.
I mean, if I had to
Florida or
guess, I'd say.
California.
I don't know.
Never mind, Indiana.
Oh,
I did write it
Where
down.
your kid lives.
Indiana, good old Indiana.
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 Just make up your own shit.
Indiana.
Yeah.
I'm a
Doesn't
little.
matter what
Anywhere
I'm
in there.
stuffed up. So he pleaded guilty to aggravated battery, and so he admits to adding cocaine, MDMA, to his wife's.
that?
It's ecstasy, like Molly.
Oh shit.
To his
Roofie
wife's
that bitch.
coke, in hopes that he would kill her and get to marry her daughter.
Bitch was up all night.
So he was,
die, dude.
he was,
Was it her drink or she was already doing a bump and he spiked?
Right, added to her Coke or added to her Coke?
no, her
You always fuck it like
Coca-Cola. No, he added it to her Coca-Cola.
Okay.
So he was sentenced to 4 years
That's it?
and 5 years probation.
What do you think?
Probably because he's 71. They're probably thinking he's.
That?
No, I'm just saying, attempted murder.
Oh,
Well, and
To
she
his
didn't die
74-year-old
though.
wife, like she didn't like the MDMA. She didn't like tripping. She tasted something was weird, probably.
She kept yelling, bingo, and didn't hit shit. She just
Well,
saying, like the filled out
He
card.
admitted to the officers that he had been spiking her drink for the last few months with the substance given to him by his wife's daughter.
Oh,
Check
shit.
this out.
Yeah.
So he's spiking mom, 73, so he could get with the 58-year-old daughter. She's got to be about 58 years old,
it
right?
has to be.
Oh, what are we looking at?
I got to skip down and read to it.
Yeah, give him what's.
We need an
With
age
his
on
wife.
this broad.
She's 31.
31.
Man, mom was getting
Half-
at 40.
That means Dad got money.
That's what it is.
He's got money.
Or he was trying to get her life insurance, and then, hey, I can be with you.
It's
and-
got to be money. There ain't no
Gotta be.
31-year-old woman want that old saggy bald dude.
No, hell
He
no.
had been sexually involved with his wife's daughter,
Viagra.
who was 31,
She
from a
has.
previous marriage.
I didn't say she wasn't putting in work. I just said she was going after
But he was
money.
the only one charged, even though she was the one who
I
gave
think the wife
him.
was charged, too.
No,
She was all charged up.
the wife figured it out because the coke tasted weird, so she took it to the police when she thought something was
It's
up.
coke, all right.
I was like, that old senile bitch was putting
His
in
wife-
her own Coke. Like,
His
I don't-
wife would go to sleep for like 13 hours or so.
After,
MDMA.
Wait a-
MA. Fuck, she's tripping.
I mean, keep in mind she was probably on medications too, and it counteracted or something.
Oh
and
my lord.
Kill
so
that bitch though. She's
no.
pretty tough. Like,
She partied.
the daughter would wear
she's in Betty
her
Ford
mom's
clinic,
negligee. Ugh.
what is wrong?
That's-
with
wait,
people?
yeah, but just put your mom's shit on. I just want to make it look like
They-
we were
You
in
knew
high
this
school.
was
Yeah, I
gonna
don't
be
know,
Indiana or
but
Kentucky or something.
they were still in the wife's personal items. Let me tell you something about Indiana,
look
though,
like her in high
because it's
school.
like the Bible Belt. Like when you cross over into Indiana, like you can tell Indiana from Ohio as soon as you cross over that bridge.
They
Like
baptized
Corn
you.
looks different.
They
all you
baptized
see,
you right at the other side.
yes, no, for real. That's what we were saying. Everywhere you look is crosses, churches, is massive churches.
It ain't working.
And when they advertise on the billboard, they're like, get your windows done. And then thanks for Jesus, something, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's crazy.
Should go.
Anyway, so they wanted to get the
She
mom
just went.
out of the picture because the daughter found out that they were selling their home and she was mentioned in the life insurance
Say,
policy.
Money. She's
Yep.
touching them old
She can't
nasty
wait.
balls.
She's
to
30
get
years
some
old.
money.
She can't wait a few years.
Right.
Right.
What?
I mean,
What?
well,
mom's
unless
probably gonna
mom is
go.
younger because they only mention the dad and the daughter's age. They don't
The
mention
mom
how
could be in her 50s. She
Yeah.
could be.
Now this is a
50s or
stepdad, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's the other thing.
that
Even though
makes it
he's
right.
71, you guys are probably thinking he's all saggy. You know, he could look like George Clooney or somebody.
Must be.
Look at
Nah,
Sean Connery.
I think she
Sean
wanted the
Connery
money.
was still
wanted the
hot.
money.
and
Yeah,
he
but
was
they-
old.
She
Yeah,
has
but they're-
no interest in this
They're
old
all
ass.
celebrities, though. They have money.
Right, and that's how.
Even
they
if he didn't have money, he was a good-looking dude, though.
You think if George Clooney didn't have money, he'd get some young chick? No, he's not. No.
And he wouldn't look like that because they didn't have the plastic surgery. He wouldn't
Right.
have
Oh, boy.
like people cooking his meals and fuck that. This guy's old wrinkled bald bitch.
hating that
And
dude.
she's
I'm
trying
hating
to
on
get.
that
You knew it was money as soon as.
Oh, yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
hating on that dude right now.
I know you guys
How
are.
does she not go to jail?
That's weird.
He did
I
all the
guess
spiking.
because he
He
did
did
all
all
the yeah, and it's harder to prove that the drugs
had-
came from her because he confessed
To protect.
to yeah. So
He'll die in jail.
he didn't
What do
get
they call
time.
that?
He got
Conjugal?
Would you have
4
set her
years.
up? Would you have set her up? Like,
No, because I want the conjugal visit. If I'm going away, I need someone to come, see.
Lay on the floor with me.
yeah,
I was
apparently
going
you're
to say,
be
why
on
don't you just get
so
on
it
the
don't
floor?
matter. No, would you have set her
There's
up?
someone
though?
in there, though. I can't do that.
Did the microphone and set her ass up, or are you going to take all the blame?
Well, he thought he loved her.
I'd probably take the blame because if she does get some of that money, I'm like, hey, listen,
And he's only doing 4 years.
make sure my fucking
Now,
books are on.
if you're
my
doing
coffin's badass.
now, if they're telling you
but
you're doing 30,
he
you're doing
won't
life until you die.
The
No, if they said
sad
we're
thing
gonna
is
reduce
he
your
won't get any
sentence,
money.
We'll reduce your sentence if you tell us if she was involved. We'll set her
Mic
up.
it up. Mic it up.
Mic it up.
Mic it up.
Let's take another break. We'll come back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's all. Yo, this is Theo, and you're watching Poddy Animals.
Potty like an animal.
3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Rick, did you know this? I know you've been up there.
He knows everything.
Denise wants me to get my passport, but I'm not going.
Canada.
Yeah.
Canada.
Did you
It's
know,
nice.
Did you know you can't get into Canada if you have a DUI?
No.
Really?
They won't let you in.
Well, what do you want to do about it? Let's drink.
You can't.
No,
you
let's
got to turn
drive
around.
somewhere. Let's drive somewhere. Get your DUI tonight. Let's get this shit out of the way. Then you ain't
you
got to
gotta
get your
go.
passport.
All right,
They
you
let
gotta
people
go.
continue to drive here on 4 or 5.
I never
That's
knew that.
because we get away with everything.
How do they report that on your passport? How would they know? They run your.
It's
Like
on
your
your
driver's
record.
license?
Yeah.
It's on your passport. Man has DUI, drug trafficking.
Your life history is on your
Ain't
passport.
that the point of a passport?
Yeah.
To have all your history on it? Like,
Wow.
what else is the point? Just to
All
fix
my-
it?
all-
citizenship.
Really? Because all my stuff is on my passport.
Well, if you had a
do you know?
DUI, Rick,
Like
you get
they
a second
rank- like-
page with it.
To get the passport, I had to go through like the background check and all that stuff.
Denise got
Wow.
like fucking Trapper and shit.
I didn't know that. No, I
They've
didn't.
changed it, and I
don't
wonder
have
if
a
it's because of people being able to just
So they write in there that you had.
no. When they run your passport, it's in there. It's like
Everything
running your
comes up.
driver's
Right,
license.
You figure it'd have to say, like, what else would be the point, though?
Otherwise,
of having
people
a
would be
passport,
using
not
the
just showing-
passport
right.
instead of their
Citizenship.
driver.
Just proves your citizenship.
Sir.
But if you
It
do drug
shows everything
trafficking,
now.
You can't even get a passport. You won't be one issued. So if they issue you one, then you should be able to travel anywhere
Right.
freely.
A
Other than
DUI,
drug
really?
trafficking, human trafficking, there's a few things.
Child support,
You
Right.
don't get them. Yeah.
child support, you won't be able to.
Oh, they could. You could hold your. They actually get to forfeit it, but they actually can make it invalid if you don't forfeit it.
Yeah.
So when you go to use it, it's a dead
Countries have
passport.
some weird shit.
I did not know that about Canada.
I mean, I was just telling her earlier that Iraq changed their consent age from 18 to 9.
Nine.
9.
Crazy.
Sheep or 9?
Yeah.
and that's not.
9-year-olds. That's
Wow.
fucking insane.
That's why I told you I will. The next time I vote, it'll be for somebody who says I'll deal with shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm afraid that's what they're trying to do here. Like they're trying to desensitize everybody to all this child bullshit.
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
can lower the age of consent all the time. And it's just
Well,
the
the
way
one
it is.
country, I talked about it here in one of my news reports where the age consent was 14 and then they lowered it to 10.
It's insane.
How can you
Kill
consent to
'em.
anything at 9 years old?
Yeah.
You can't.
There's no
It's
way.
sad.
Terrible.
It's horrible.
Nasty. Just put them down. Kill 'em.
They're making
I don't
it
know
legal,
though. I
That's
feel
what I'm
like here in
saying.
America,
No, I'm
we
saying any
get away with a
pedophile here
lot of
that
stuff that wouldn't
preys
get
on
away
kids
in
just
any
needs to
other
be-
country.
Now I don't even know
Taken
how
out.
much time you do when you get caught for that shit.
You get
Do
3
a couple of
timeouts.
months or
You get a
whatever, yeah,
timeout.
and then you got to register or something. That's why they all know where to meet. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
give
what
them
the
a
fuck?
plate like they do the DUI because they talked at one point like
Dude,
giving them
they
a
should
green
do
They
plate.
should do a plate.
Some kind of license plate for pedophiles.
Period.
You
Well, they
see
do
that?
it for DUI guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's-
They have a party plate.
Yep. Give them the green plate. You see them in the
Yep.
playground. Oh, fuck.
Because at least that way, people are looking and they're aware and they're like,
I know every time you
and
see a
they'll
party,
remember.
like, oh, that
Because
motherfucker.
here's
they'll be out
because
to
that's what you
watch
do.
him.
Yeah, you. So if you see green, more people will be up to write down or remember the license plate number.
That does
Shit,
seem
anything
like a
happen.
Double standard there.
Yeah.
What's double?
let's-
Which
Well,
part?
DUI guys singled out.
Yep.
And then
Yeah.
Somebody else with some other offenses like that. Even if you were.
I mean, they have a map thing, don't they? Like
They do.
pedophile in the area.
They do.
Yeah, but you don't really carry that with you. So if I walk past a person
Yeah,
Right.
just sitting at a playground,
Yep.
I would never be like, Wait a minute.
Yeah,
let me
because
check
you're too
my
busy
map
playing
thing.
Pokemon Go. You're
But
trying to find the fucking nearest gym. Fuck
Hey,
kids.
you meant to say dominating Pokemon Go.
Most people I want to say mothers, but I mean, there are fathers out there who are like aware of, a single. Here's another thing where it's kind of double standard. A single man, like if a man's sitting at a park by himself with no kids, everybody's first like,
I honestly don't think.
but
anymore.
women do it too.
I don't think nobody pays
Women
attention
are
to
predators
anything anymore.
too.
No, they're just minding their heads in the phone.
Right. I think there could be a single guy just sitting at a park watching children, and nobody would ever think nothing of it. Nobody thinks about anything anymore.
I mean, now that
It's
you guys
sad.
mentioned that, like there are times I go down to Bay Village and watch the kids play baseball just to watch.
Oh, you're a
just
creeper.
on a Sunday. Yeah. Now I think about it, I was like, that's fucking weird. What?
Well, so I go down
enjoyed-
Brookside and watch the kids play because I
Right.
take the dog down there and all the people and stuff like that. But nobody's ever been like, hey, we never see you down here with a
What's
kid.
up with
You
that
know-
green plate?
Yeah, no. But again, if I pulled up with a green plate, they probably.
A lot of
Yeah,
people
like-
would look.
Yeah. No,
I feel
agree.
they should, but we don't have one person yet that's like, let's get on the ball with it.
Alcoholics, but the guys that are messing with kids.
Here's the
That's what I'm
other
saying.
thing,
I think
though.
all these politicians and all these
Why are
rich
we the-
people, they're into that kind of shit, man. So
where
there's
it
never
Has
going
to
to
be
be anything.
because I find it hard to believe that we're the only ones thinking this.
No.
Like we're the only ones that came up with this idea.
I'm sure it's out there, but it probably
Are
gets
they
shot
really
down a lot.
looking out for the safety of the pedophile? I mean, are they looking out so he's not singled out? But yet, a party plate guy, it's like, it's just alcohol. But it's...
You're out at a certain
Right, so
time
you'd
of
be
night.
afraid like somebody would pull into a park with a pedophile plate and everybody would just immediately jump
For
on
one,
him or run him.
he shouldn't be at the fucking park.
He's not
I mean,
allowed
you
at the
still
party.
have rights, though. You still have.
You have
No,
rights, but
you're
you
not
got your
allowed to
rights
be
taken
within
away.
certain-
Yeah.
The DUI guy, he had the right to drive, drunk or sober.
Shouldn't
and
be
he
at the
chose
fucking
him.
bar,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and he shouldn't
With
be
his
at the
party
fucking bar.
plate. Yeah.
No, but
Hey,
you're
Tim,
not
look,
allowed
Tim,
at
we
a
got an
park
easy
or
one
a
there.
school.
But that's not that's not what happens, though.
No.
Like, that's not how it happens. I know what you're not allowed to
How is
do,
that
but it's
not?
not how it happens.
You get the map like Tim lives 3 streets over.
Oh, when we moved here, I first thing I did, because I have girls. First thing I did,
trick or treating every one of the houses.
first thing I did was I wanted to
kids
see
look
who was
beautiful.
around this house, and thankfully there's none.
No.
They're North Olmsted or that way, or Cleveland. So, but when I was in Parma,
Denise would walk around with a
So
clipboard and like
many.
going to their houses. Hey, are you all for signing this new policy to where the pedophile's got to have a green license plate?
I
No,
would.
no. No
I would
soliciting,
if
no
I knew I had the power like that. I
you could just
would.
do it and freak everybody out. See how many sign in the neighborhood, and then we can weed them out.
I wonder if any
right?
state's got that. Does any state have that?
Some kind of identification.
Yeah, or some kind of plate. No? Or they
Not
just...
that
Because it has to be state driven, right?
I would
Because the DUIs are different in each state.
If I was the mayor or the
Governor.
governor, I would implement that.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
a fucking great idea.
But again, I
You'd think
the
with
lawsuits
DeWine
and
being
stuff-
how conservative he
I
is.
agree with Rick. I think there would be a lot of lawsuits.
No, I mean, you're
a lot
gonna
of
get-
stuff
How?
for people like, oh, you hit my car because I have a green plate. You singled me out and pulled me over because I have a green
Well, you
plate.
still got to prove shit.
You still
Not
have
anymore.
to.
No, you can't
Not
just beat someone
anymore.
up because they got a green plate because you're going to go to jail.
But if
I'm gonna
if
beat
there's
him
any
up.
Or
kinda-
you'd be asking questions, why are you here? Or call the cops, he's at the
Right.
park. He shouldn't be here. It's
But
kinda-
they almost make it harder for you. So you have to go on the internet, throw out your net, widen your search, put in all this criteria to dwindle it down to, okay, he's a mile and a half away, 3 miles away. But unless you're typing in the right questions, you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like you have to find that information instead of it being, it should be thrown in your face free of charge. It should
They
be
used to
posted.
send out those things.
Ours,
all the
we
time.
get-
Yeah, I don't see any of them
No, I
anymore.
don't see him anymore. I don't know if that's
I can
changed
tell you
or-
this right now, I would
You
never
can't-
borrow Scoot's car.
They
I would
still
just-
send them out. No, the little postcards
I
that
haven't
tell
got
you
one
someone.
in
Still send 'em
forever.
out?
That means if you haven't got one in forever, that means no one new
I don't
has
believe
moved
that.
into your neighborhood.
I don't believe
Do you
that.
imagine like having to use your buddy's car? He's got the green plate.
I'm not borrowing your car.
No.
Or he's doing Uber Eats with the fucking thing, DoorDash.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
You couldn't do that, could you? No.
No.
That's crazy.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
wild.
I'm all for that. Let's get a green plate. Who's in now, Rick? Who's our governor?
The
DeWine.
wine is our governor.
Oh, is he still?
DeWine.
Yeah.
If you listen to the show,
Do something.
implement the green plate for the sexual predators.
Yeah, because he is so tight, like on everything. It makes me sick.
That's what I'm saying. I think in government, like, it's controlled by like the 1%, the richest people in the world. So when even somebody like Trump, I think they say, listen, if you want to get into office, you can fuck with taxes. We don't give a shit. You can fuck with this. You can fuck. There's a couple things you can't fuck with.
Yeah.
Or we'll kill you. You know what I mean? Or you'll never even make it that far.
And he'd be like, try again, motherfucker.
I don't know, man. You don't fuck with them people. And nobody ever fucks with that shit. Like
It's true.
Nobody ever finds these kids. Nobody ever fucks with
the
like,
list,
the oil and stuff like that. Nobody
There's
ever fucks
something.
with that
Lists
shit.
don't get released.
No, never.
There's something going on because there's so many people that don't say anything.
Well, that Maxine, Giselle Maxine, whatever, she's going to jail. But they never released anything of why. Where's all the court documents? Where's all?
Let her talk.
Let me ask you this: if we did a podcast and this became very, very famous, right?
Yeah.
And then we got busted, like Ted got busted, got a lot of stuff on his video or whatever, and they said, well, Rick's a part of that podcast. He knew what was going on. She's a part of that, and he's a part. You wouldn't step up and be like, look, I don't know what the fuck this dude was. The people that are on, like, oh, your name's on the list, you've been to the party. They're not saying anything. They're not even clearing their own names.
Right.
They're just not
J-Lo was
saying-
with them for years.
Not saying a
nothing.
fucking word.
Crying.
No, I'd be standing on the front.
She ended up saying something.
I didn't know that motherfucker. I didn't. I'll take you right back there.
Well,
I'll take you to the motherfucking island and show you where I was playing golf.
People brought that up though. People brought that up. That how come she didn't say anything? And finally, she did though. She did. She was like, but she kept it very neutral. She was like, I feel bad for Cassie and what happened and blah, blah, blah. But he never, she couldn't even say, so she did say that she didn't personally witness any of it. She couldn't even say, well, he wasn't like that with me, because then it would look bad on her, like she knew and whatever.
But,
she had to have known.
But here's the thing. Once you say, like, I wasn't there and I don't know anything about that, and then you're busted, then you're confirmed a liar. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's why they're not saying anything. But
like Ashton
Cat
Kutcher.
Williams and some of them motherfuckers are like, shit. And they'll go and tell the whole thing.
Well, Cat Williams told it all on Shay Shay, Corner Shay Shay, whatever it's
there's
called.
a couple that are like, I never went to his fucking party. He was 50 Cent. Like, no, he wanted to take me shopping. Like,
there you go.
Fucking grown man asked you to take you shopping and buy you some clothes.
But then you got the others who are just like,
I'll take 16 Slims and the Rustler jeans or whatever.
not me,
That's
man.
crazy.
Or Bieber.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He was young. Him and Usher, though.
His fucking parents,
were
though, man. I
kids.
mean, come on.
How do you give over your kid?
I would never let my daughter go with some
No.
grown dude and just
Live there.
Yeah, I want to take your daughter shopping. Shut the fuck up, dude. Are you fucking insane?
It's a trap, though. It's a trap because they're breeding their kids to be this. Then they get an opportunity to be that. So you can't be the parent to be like, listen, I put you in this situation. I want you to be a rock star or a TV star or whatever. But now the producer wants to take you to his private house. I can't say no.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck up your chance.
Yeah, you want the album to release? I got to get my
so
release.
as a parent, you're like,
That's
what do
when
I do?
you-
But no, it's
You
common
still
sense.
be a
Use your
parent.
fucking common sense.
No,
and
there
just-
ain't parents. There ain't parents in regular lives no more. You think there's parents in those situations?
Yeah.
Man, I'm just
Agreed.
guarded when it
Did-
comes to my kid. There's no way that shit.
No.
No way.
Agreed.
Hey, Scoot. Oh, when Bub played baseball, the coach comes, hey, I got a couple of the boys going with me to, do you mind? We're going on this camping trip. No.
Yeah, I've been right there with him.
Listen.
I mean, like, I'm going.
I
or
already-
you're
right on
going.
the scene, yeah.
To this day, me and the girls, we see like the weird creeper kidnapper van. We're always on alert of those
What's
vans.
that look like? Can you give a description so everyone
Right,
knows?
so everyone else won't
They
get
don't
in.
have
All right.
windows usually, and they look beat up.
Ajax plumber guy about to get hit up. He's
Yeah.
fucking-
I saw a little meme today. It was a golden Ford Transit guy. They're like, guy hit 1,000 kids, got the golden skin on his fucking Ford Transit. It's like it was an ultimate upgrade, But
It's crazy. I almost got
scary.
picked up when I was a kid. I took off running.
really,
Yeah, because I had common sense. Get in the car. No, motherfucker, catch my ass, bitch.
Yeah.
Serious. 14, I was going back to see Jimmy on Denison.
It's rough now.
Dude, he had a gun too.
No way.
Get in the car. I'm like, hey, come get me. I was by St. Boniface. I ran, did the back streets, backyards, and scared the shit out of me. But I'm not getting in your fucking car.
Now they're getting them
Not
by
again.
they used to tell you, because I remember they used to tell us when we went to school, always, if you're out, have a buddy. They're getting all of you now.
buddy's house.
They're getting all of you.
The other thing,
Yeah, that's why I tell you to get a buddy now, so they can get a 2-for-1. Hey, bring a buddy with you if you want.
this one
going skiing.
pedophile, they asked him, how did you know how to pick out a kid? And he goes, I'll tell you exactly how I did it. I looked at the father. And if he looked weak and he looked timid, I'm taking that kid. You got a father that's involved with their kid, they're paying attention to him, and they're, a sizable person. He says, I wouldn't fuck with that kid, but if I found a timid dad...
So they were fucking staking out shit.
They would.
Oh,
He
yeah,
said, I
they're
would
not just snatching
take it from
kids
a timid
anymore.
man. How's
So
the
they would have
father
knew
gonna fight
Papa
you?
Bill was drunk half the time. Like, let's get
He could
this
fight
kid.
that guy. He's like, I could totally take this guy. I'll take this kid.
Now, I'm worried about the
Chances
other
are they
11
need to fight him,
siblings,
But if I had to fight him, he said, I knew I could take the guy if I had to fight him.
But
that's how I stole kids.
At this
Shit.
point, you're talking about like street thugs and stuff, street weirdos and blah,
This was a
blah.
guy that
Now
just
this is becoming
raped and
a
killed
business.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? They're selling these fucking kids and shit.
I mean, they got us for top shots and shit.
That's wait, what?
The old man, they used to take
Take
pictures of us with our
pictures.
shirts
You
off.
know, there's pictures of you out there.
Fine, babe.
Let me Google
When
this.
you were thinner,
That's on the dark web.
No, they used them
Better.
for JCPenney for the kids catalog when we were kids.
Oh my god.
We only got $15. Oh, we didn't
I
get
still can't
royalties or
believe you
anything.
did that.
Babe, it was $15, man.
and Terry was their agent.
Yeah. He was
Jesus.
like, come on, man. The more I bring, the more I get. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Shit."
Wait,
We
for real?
went as a crew, and there's only one that stayed behind. We never,
What?
one kid stayed behind. None of my brothers, but one kid would stay behind, and he came back with extra money. Never asked. He never said anything. We did. We got our 2 chest pictures, chest shots.
Hold on. Do you think something happened, like that, why they singled that kid out?
I don't know. He's no longer with us, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. But yeah, he would stay behind and he'd come back with extra money. We never dove into like what extra shit he was doing. And I don't know. We got our $15. Terry
Photo
got a little
session done, yeah.
Terry got extra 10 for bringing us all. And we with us. He was always big, just muscular. So no one fucked with us. But you didn't think then. You're thinking $15. That's a lot of now on laters,
the
man.
creepiest-
10 cents a pack, then not a quarter.
I say the creepiest thing, other than my trauma, would be when me and my friends went to the mall and there was a guy in the car masturbating and we were just like, what the heck?
Was he sitting on the
Henry.
floor?
Yeah, of the car.
I don't know.
It was Theo.
It's a comfy spot.
No, but
It's
it
a
was
comfy
very
spot.
nasty.
Let it go, let it go.
I mean, you just think of what all you've experienced
There was
as
a
a
guy
kid.
doing that at Save-A-Lots, and a lady ran inside and said, there's a guy outside masturbating in his car. You know, he
Like,
got
who
back
does?
in.
Who does
I
that?
see that creeper van at Walmart here in North Homestead with the duct tape on over the windows. And I there's some winters where I would just sit up there just like watching this van because, I don't know, I had a weirdo approach me and my kid once in Walmart and the guy was just like, oh man, I don't want to be weird or anything, but your daughter looks just like my buddy's daughter in Pennsylvania. I was
that's
like,
weird.
Dude, what the fuck?
Want to take a
Really?
ride with me? You go see her?
Can she pick something out for her? She's probably the same size.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Try it
that's
on?
weird.
No,
that means he's got somebody in the basement.
like,
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Just stay close to pops. You're not. Don't. You're not going to look over here in the toy section without me.
I
It's
never let
fucking
my
weird.
kids run off to go to the toy section by themselves. I always suffered and went with them. To this day, my kid's 21 and I hate shopping with her.
It
'cause
is
it's
insane because we used to just leave the house.
Yeah.
No announcement of where we were going or
No
what we were
one
doing.
knew where we went, and we'd be gone all
I
day.
could never imagine my kids doing that.
No.
Yeah.
I get nervous seeing 10-year-olds driving their bicycles.
I hate when I
I'm
see.
driving, I
Yeah.
stop my car, look around.
She just
he's
said
out
it.
in these fucking streets.
She
I
it
just said
the
that
other-
today.
Yeah.
There was a little girl, and I'm like, "How are you? Why are there no parents outside? You're watching your little kid."
How old were you when you walked out the front door and just took
3. No. when the mom would just let us go, probably like 8. But we had a dead end street.
Really?
Yeah. We'd be on the street. I mean, I didn't get to go. I was probably 12.
What was stopping you?
Traffic?
No, you know what I'm saying? What was stopping you from just
Going.
going?
I wasn't allowed out unless I was with my
exactly.
siblings.
But all my friends were on the street, so I didn't really have to leave. But someone could have came down the street, or
But, I mean, in that time, we
Terry and Billy were gone. We wouldn't see them till midnight.
I guess it was something to worry about back then, but
Not like it is today.
But
we don't hear about this, like you do today.
That's
back
the difference.
then.
That was the difference.
You didn't know what was happening.
Everyone knew the Adam Walsh story. I'm sure everyone knew about Adam Walsh, but
Which
other
is
than
still
didn't
happening
know-
today, right? Is it? Are we more aware of it because it's constantly thrown in their face, or is it just as safe as it used to be?
No,
Is there that many weirdo psychos now? Or have they bred more pedophiles than ever before? Now?
Yes,
I don't know. Or have they
feel like
always
there's
been the same, or has it always been like that?
So I think it's a little of both.
it's-
I think back then it was fucked up. You just didn't know about it. So you didn't know to be scared. You didn't know not to let your kid run around. Because you didn't know how much of this shit was going on. Every once in a while you'd hear about it and you're like, oh my God, that happened where? Somewhere far away, whatever. But now
you hear it in real time.
Well, now it's both.
Yeah.
You hear about
wakes
it.
you up in the middle of the fucking night.
Amber alerts.
And not only do you hear about it, but the people who are probably like thinking about it but could never bring themselves to do it are like, man, this is becoming more normal.
Yeah.
Like,
let me try it.
this is, yeah.
They're comfortable
I would
to act
no
on
way
it.
I'm not doing it now.
Because now you hear about it so much. Before you used to, like, gay people, before they used to hide it. They used to never tell. They used to marry women or marry men or because you didn't want to let all your buddies know you were gay.
Right.
Even though you still felt that way. And probably people went through tortured lives wanting to be gay and just was like, I can't. My parents ain't in this.
And now you can. And
now,
it's a norm.
So the same amount of gay people, it's just now you're like, dude, 5 people on my block are gay. I can do this. I can come out. Yeah. So all these people had these pedophile thoughts or kidnapping women thoughts or becoming rapists or whatever. Back then, they'd be like, man, if anybody found this out that I thought like this, they'd probably fucking hang me. Mm-hmm. Now everybody, like 4 people in your family think that way, and you're like, you just have discussions about it in the basement. Like, it's fucking normal. Yep. And that's part of what's wrong with social media. You can make some weird shit become real normal. Like, you're not the only one that feels this way. And you're like, wow, okay, this is
it's crazy.
More common than you thought. Yeah. No.
Kill them.
But then I look at it, I'm like, am I helping my grandson or granddaughter by not letting them ride their bike? But I got to go to a place, got to pack everybody up, like the Beverly Hillbillies, go to a place to ride your bike so that you're safe, so I can watch all of it, and then bring our asses back home. So that whole finding the bike path and adventure and all that other shit, you almost have to create all of it now, where before you were always on your own little adventure.
Right.
Well,
and the other thing, different now.
And the other thing that's crazy is our kids today, I don't want to say they don't have common sense, but it's way different than when we were younger. Like, we knew to be careful when we're out walking, riding our bikes, look both ways, don't cut through something without looking. Kids today, I can't tell you how many kids I see crossing the street that's not even looking both ways.
Why are they so complacent?
I think that's another part of it. Back when we were kids,
their iPad,
we would run around and fall and get hurt.
Yeah.
You had to deal with that shit. Dad would have to pick me up and carry me home, and we had to deal with that shit. Now, like you said, you take your kids hand by hand everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't cross the street until daddy crosses them.
That's right.
So now when they're out on their own at 15 or 16, nothing hurts me. You know what I mean? Nothing's like the world is.
I remember getting hurt, being scared for anyone to know I was hurt.
The people are different now. Like, it is a more coddled generation.
It is.
Like back in the day when you used to argue with one of your buddies or whatever, you'd kind of either fist fight or you fuck off or whatever. Now you have to go to your safe space. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say that to me.
We used to throw up at school. No one's coming to get you. You throw up, sit in a nurse's station for a minute, and get back to class.
I remember sitting outside and fucking freezing my ass off in 4 foot of snow waiting for a bus. Now the dust blows a little and they're
shut it down. Shut it down.
Listen, do you know how many times
tonight with the kids?
My kids,
and we're a block away waiting on a bus. Yeah. Like, I didn't have no parents watching.
I'd have my kid call. I got a headache. Can I come home? No. No,
is
put the
way
nurse on the phone.
different. It is way
Can you
different.
give her some headache medicine? We're not allowed
That's
to.
what they
the
do with
next
us. Stay in
day,
the office for a
I'd
minute.
pack her here. Hide these in your bag. If you get a headache, take one of them.
I think when you were from the age of having friends to the age of getting a job and going to school, every day was what are we going to do today?
Yeah.
And you'd have to make something up. All right, grab your GI Joes. We're going to go in the backyard and we're going to pretend that's a jungle. There's no more of that now. There's no more of that. We had to have an imagination.
Yep.
You had to make some shit up, and then your friends would kick in and be like, "No, this is not a jungle. This is and you would do that stuff. Now there's no more of that.
Yeah.
There's VR now.
When was the
You
last
could
time you
really
seen
be
the
in the
kid?
motherfucking
We were just talking
jungle.
about earlier.
The lava.
The hot lava.
Hot
game where you
lava.
just put the couch
Which
cushions.
I was
or
so glad
pillows.
that my grandbaby knew what it was. Because I'm like, and I've told Koya, I'm like, you're raising that kid like you were raised. I don't want any like grandkids, like I won't mention names, but the other two that just had their tonsils taken out, I'm like, she is milking it. The oldest one is milking it. And I'm just like, and Koya's getting mad because she's like, I want to knock her out. I know she's not hurting. She's
The little
just
boy,
faking
he took
it.
it like a
He's
champ. He's running around.
He's eating regular food.
You know how
already.
women milk shit.
I'm just like, oh my God. But yeah, I'm glad my
that
grandbaby
way,
knew
Scoot.
the hot lava on the, yeah. So, except for she didn't know what a fort, because I made her a fort the last time she was here. She was trying to climb on it. And I'm like, you're going to knock it over. You go under.
She's like, I ain't going in there. Some crazy
She didn't
guy
want
taking
to.
pictures.
She did. She didn't want to. It's
Some guys
crazy.
are getting here. Come on in. It's Grandpa.
Yeah.
You guys ready to get the hell out of here?
Yep.
Let's get the hell out of here. We'll talk to you guys in a couple weeks. Anything to add, Scoot?
Yeah, let's not do a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Let's
We can do the next two because we're leaving on vacation.
The week of the week of Thanksgiving,
long
we
you gotta
won't
be
be
gone?
here.
Just a week.
We'll miss the one
We'll
Sunday.
So we
miss
can
that.
keep
So
on
we
the
can do the
schedule.
next
Yeah.
2 weeks if you want.
Yeah.
If you're good with
We'll
that.
figure it out.
Rick, you want to fill in? If Eli
You might as well
can't
fill
make
in
it,
because I got to
come
fill
on.
in that John.
Even if you, so I would like to try to do an episode with all five of us. So even if Eli's here and you want to show up, I'd like to see if we can make that work.
All right, we can make that work.
Because we have one more camera, right?
Yes. Do we?
Yeah, we have one of the.
Yes, the one you
Oh, yeah,
keep in
yeah,
the
yeah, the
bedroom while you're
webcam.
down on your.
Yeah. We can use your
Down on your luck.
webcam,
Down in your luck.
That's my TED cam.
your floor
It's my-
cam.
It's my
Yeah.
TED cam.
We'll just lift it up a little, so.
Oh my
And then we could
God!
put Rick over there with the camera.
We'd have to figure out a microphone situation though.
Oh no, we got those mics.
Yeah, yeah.
I- we just
I gotta
bought
test
them. Okay.
Right. Well, we'd have
we
to do a
just
little
bought
bit
the
of testing.
portable mic.
But this is more for in the future. Like
cool.
I'd like to be
Yeah.
able to have him in whenever he wants to be in. And
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not just because
thanks,
Eli's
guys.
not here.
Thank you.
Well, your interaction, I like it.
Yeah, I'll save this. Yeah, I had a nice topic, but I'll save it for next week.
Yeah,
won't even
we just
discuss
made
it.
up a topic, didn't we?
Yeah.
You get passionate when you start talking about kids and stuff like that.
That's
It's
scary, man. I'm telling you, I ran like fucking. You know, when Timmy's running from Lassie, that was me.
Oh my God! And we were in the house when the street lights came on.
No, see, we weren't.
You knew. Oh. So in my neighborhood, when the street lights came on,
Just, shit got interesting.
but what's funny is
Daylight savings, or was this?
we must have been in earshot because you would hear people's parents calling for
we
them.
would hear, Mom.
Like, yeah.
We just wouldn't listen.
Oh, you were bad.
No, we were, and that's why we got beat. I mean, there's repercussions for not coming home.
And that's again, we can talk this topic forever. They don't spank these fucking kids
No.
more, man.
No.
So they don't understand. Like,
Unfortunately, my grandkids get spanked.
I am a friend. What do you call that? Corporal punishment, where your punishment fits your crime type deal.
Yeah. I'm for that if they have solid evidence, because we have a lot of innocent people.
I don't care what you eat,
still in there.
salad, steak, I don't give a fuck. Whoop them kids.
Whoop them
them.
kids.
Whoop your kids.
Yes.
Kids can't
You're right.
fathom that at school discipline. They couldn't
No.
fathom the principal
dude.
cracking your shit. They looked at me like I was crazy.
Dude,
And
when
I said,
you-
your teachers, you got 6 teachers, all 6 can have a bad day.
But
They
you
crack
know-
your shit. They're like, no way. I'm
You
like,
know
I
what's
got it.
crazy
I
about that,
got it.
though?
Show
So
them
we're
a picture
still
of a
not
paddle
allowed.
with the holes in it.
Here's the crazy thing, and this is going on right now in Parma City schools. So we're not allowed to spank the kids yet, or still. They're allowed to. The teachers are allowed to carry guns in school now.
Oh, are they?
in Parma City
So they
School.
can pistol whip the kids?
No.
Oh, shit.
You know
No,
what?
but you can carry a gun, but you can't discipline that kid.
So back when we were in school, the teachers used to whoop us.
Yeah.
Now the kids are whooping the teachers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just a total different.
Dude, I didn't
age,
have
like-
my gym trunks one time. I got lit up. And then my social studies teacher used to take the yardstick.
ruler.
Yeah.
Oh
and then
my
whack
God,
the top of your
dude.
hands.
We had one teacher.
Your
had
neighbor
the-
could beat you.
The big
did. He was the guy we took
plexiglass
pictures
with the
with.
holes in it.
Jesus.
As soon as you had to go out in that hallway, you were like, son of a bitch,
Yeah.
I fucked up. And you weren't fucking up again the rest of the year, I can tell
No.
you that.
And
Next
you did.
year, when that welch went down, I might fuck up. But
Did.
But it's crazy. You would get in trouble. If you got in trouble and a neighbor would hit you, you were going home, you were going to get hit again because the neighbor had to step in.
I told you guys this a couple weeks ago when my brother was messing with some girl, making fun of her, and then huge ass fucking monster dad came to our house and told my pops, he's like, if you don't whoop him, I'm whooping your ass. And pops beat the shit out of him right after he sized the guy up. He's like, come here, boy. So yeah, he picking on kids, and yeah, pops used to light you up.
and people look around, and they look around, they can't figure out what's going on in society, how things have changed.
Dude, I credit Pops with so much. I mean, he didn't do a lot financially but with what he could do, but he made sure he was our alarm clock for school. He made sure we were up, made sure we were in school. Some of us snuck out with our dirt bikes and shit, didn't make it to school. But
You can only do
someone-
so much. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of you fucking.
Oh, yeah.
You skipped school?
Fuck.
You're
No,
bad.
I didn't skip. No, I was a nerd. I didn't skip school until my said brother with the dirt bike convinced me to come one day with him and get chased by the cops. So.
Oh my God. That's the other thing. If you skip school, like truant officers were out.
Not anymore.
Now it's, yeah.
They don't do nothing with youth no more.
No.
Nothing. They don't do nothing with them. So.
America's not in good shape. It's not.
No.
It's not.
Is that
We-
the price of being free? You know what I mean? Like,
We're entitled, is what I like to call America today. We're entitled.
Could this generation defend
No.
us from like
I
an
said this is the
invasion?
first generation that doesn't care about being an American citizen or willing to fight for their country. They've proven that. They're not willing to not just go in the military. They'd rather just say, hey, everybody has a right to whatever they want to do, and whatever happens, it happens.
Yeah.
But before, the patriotism, all that used to be one generation before this one. This is the first one that will give up the house.
Yes.
and you think it's going to get better?
No,
No.
No, it's going to get no.
because these ideas will grow. The next generations will have more ideas. And
I think the
everybody's-
only positive in that whole thing is I'll be dead.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
They might fucking have you.
I
hooked up
really
to
don't-
some shit. You just watch
I
it on the
really
monitor.
don't.
No, I, think
I don't
I'll
want to be
dead.
around.
Scott be like, just fucking kill me. 98 years old, fucking hooked up on shit.
On a goddamn nude beach.
Because you're still young. I think you'll be around when it's starting.
God forbid we ever get invaded. I mean, there's a lot of people that definitely stand up, but
It's
What are
going to
these
take
kids
the
gonna
old
do?
generation to step in.
fucking guys
Right
that
now-
you see
yeah,
at the
right now, I
gas
think
station
we're
with their
safe.
vet hat on, they have to still fucking fight
Yeah.
for this country because no one else is going to
No, I
stand
think
up.
them people still raise decent. There's still a lot of good youth and stuff.
No, there is.
in here. So, but again, they're going to be overpowered by all this nonsense because we're kind of overpowered by it now. But the world changes. Like honestly, if your great grandfather were to see what we're sitting in here now
Yeah.
doing, he'd be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You guys should be out there working right now. It's
Right.
still daylight."
Right.
Like, so times change with times. You know what I mean? That's. But it's just where you're actually taking the whole world with you is what's getting dangerous. Like I don't know. Your dad never had pierced ears and stuff like that, earrings and long hair and shit. Like they weren't. They was like, you're a little homo. You know what I mean? But now it's very common for young men to have that and stuff like that. So, but it's all this weird shit that's really changing the world.
Well, this is our first ride. You only get to live once, you know.
Yeah.
So we see these changes, but we only get one ride. You know, if we were around, I'm sure there's been subtle changes in the 40s and 50s that those guys were weirdos. This guy, this guy's a greaser. There's
Right.
all generations of.
Been saying that this
that.
next generation's
Yeah.
ruin the
Fuck
world.
that, yeah.
They're ruining
Yeah.
everything.
Listen, I already found myself complaining about the music now. So,
But at
Yeah.
some point, it does have to come to a head, though, right? Like, so even throughout our whole generations of weirdness and people that, you know, like you said, your grandfather saying this next generation is going to ruin the world. We still had the ability to defend ourselves, and people were still going into the army and still like caring about the country and stuff like that. Eventually, it has to come to a head, though, where, like you said, you will have a whole generation straight up people that are like, fuck this place.
Well, that's why they bring the draft back.
Let it go wild. I'm not defending it. I'm not doing.
Well, it's not even so much as the military, as much as people they'll feel like a property. You know, why should you have more than me, and what can I do to take you from you, or why should I even work? Like I mentioned a few podcasts ago about COVID. People that were of working age when COVID started didn't work.
Yep.
There was stimmy money everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
So by the time COVID ran out, 2020, whatever, they're like, this is too much work. I used to make more by not doing anything. So that whole transition from new workforce to workforce, and it's still, that's why people don't give a shit now. There's still those people that do fill those jobs that never really learned to give a shit, because when it was time to give a shit, there was no work.
Right.
So I built my best work habits when I was 15, 16.
Yep.
I used to iron my money at night. I loved every damn dollar I earned. I did, because when I spent it, it took a lot for me to spend it because I earned every dime of it. People don't respect that now.
No.
They just don't. But
And there's so much free money being
they get it
out.
for free. Parents give it to them, this and that.
they want the grant. They want the education for free. They don't feel like anybody should pay anybody back for anything.
Yep.
And eventually, like I said, that's going to have
Someone's
come
paying
to a
it's
head,
gotta come
and
to a point.
it's going to be a breakdown at some point.
Yep.
But I think it's a long way in the future. I hope.
Yeah.
'Cause
Hopefully, like you
there's still
said,
too much common
like you
sense
said,
right
hopefully we're gone. I mean,
I would have to imagine this is going to be my great grandchildren's.
you could come back as one of those kids. You just never know. Scoot. Reincarnated as one of them.
I'm out again.
All right.
Crazy.
Just don't take pictures with old dudes. All right, let's get out of here, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Ciao.
Have a good week.
Bye.
Later.